wanting a fair shot at $1 million.
It's always nice to have a chance. You don't get a chance if you don't play.
Our Contact Denver7 team is getting to the bottom of the issues with the state's vaccination database as time ticks down to be eligible for the prize.
It does not mean that they're not in the database.
And a father grieving the loss of his 10-year-old son, the boy killed while driving with his mother.
Gavin was a beautiful soul. I'm losing my mind over this.
What we're now learning about the mother's multiple run-ins with the law before that deadly crash.
I did not expect that she would do something so foolish.
Blackout is over, at least for tonight's game.
Nuggets games are coming back to televisions across Colorado. And we begin tonight with some good news. Capacity restrictions are out the window for outside venues in Denver. That means places like Coors Field, Empower Field, Red Rocks can now go back to 100% capacity with no restrictions. Of course, now we're waiting to see if those venues will decide to immediately move forward with full capacity. Now, Red Rocks got back to us tonight. They say they still plan to wait just another 3 weeks or so to pack the amphitheater.
Now, we're still also waiting for an update from Coors Field. Also, more good news tonight for Nuggets fans.
That's right. Altitude worked with the NBA to lift blackout restrictions for tonight's Game 5 of the playoffs, so you can watch it at home.
I know, it's crazy. In a statement to Denver7, the chief operating officer for Kroenke says, quote, "It's a shame that Comcast and Dish continue to dismiss their most passionate customers." And that's why he says Altitude took this step to seek NBA approval to make sure fans can watch this crucial playoff game. And here's one thing, right? The Nuggets need this win.
Definitely. Sports director Lionel Bienvenu is joining us live now from Ball Arena. And Lionel, what's it going to take to get this win?
Well, that's a good question. The Nuggets hope to have the answers for us later tonight here. But they are on the rebound here tonight. Literally, they got a rebound, and they're coming off a very poor performance in Game 4 that tied the series in Portland 2-2, coming back here to Ball Arena for Game 5. Now, you ask the questions, what do they need to do to gain control of this series again? Well, they need to do Michael Porter Jr. Yep. You know what we said when Jamal Murray went down? That the key to success was going to be MPJ. Game 1, he had 25 points. Game 2, he had 18 points. Game 3, he had 15. Game 4, he had 3. 3 points. He's trending this way when they need him this way in the most important part of the season. Now, look, he struggled with the defense that the Blazers have thrown at him, but MPJ and Coach Michael Malone say they know what he has to do tonight in Game 5.
My job as a head coach is to help Michael Porter, but I also told him he has to help himself. Being a lot more physical. Norman Powell's doing a good job, give him credit, but Michael's got to be a lot more aggressive, a lot more physical himself.
Imposing my will and not letting a game plan or a player or a couple players take me out of what I do. You know what I mean? Like, I can't let that, I can't allow that, and I got to do a better job of just imposing my will on the game and making a big impact, because I know we're going to need that if we want to win.
Yeah, you're right, MPJ. You heard the good news. The game's on NBA TV tonight. Also, this will be the largest home crowd of the season tonight. 10,500 fans now allowed here at Ball Arena. So, should be loud and proud in a game that the Nuggets need to have to take control of this series, guys. All right, that's it from Ball Arena. More coming up at 6. Right now, let's go back to you, Ann.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Lionel. All right, so good news. Colorado fans can watch Game 5 from the comfort of home tonight. The bad news is we don't know where this leaves the rest of the playoff game, so we are taking a deeper look into the nearly 2-year-long dispute between Comcast, Dish, and Altitude, and how lawmakers are now looking to get involved, and we'll have that story for you tonight on Denver7 News at 6.
And with capacity restrictions lifted at the outdoor venues, this now gives the green light to Coors Field to pack the house for the MLB All-Star Game. That game originally, as you might know, was supposed to happen in Atlanta, relocated here to protest Georgia's new election laws. Well, now a $100 million lawsuit's been filed by a conservative group against Major League Baseball for moving the game. The suit claims the money will go to state and local businesses that lost out on revenue that game would have generated. The lawsuit also is demanding the game return to Atlanta and be taken from Colorado. Well, 5 $1 million prizes are up for grabs, and only those who have been vaccinated and who are in the state's vaccine database are eligible to win.
Now, problem is Denver7 still getting multiple calls and emails every single day from people who got the vaccine, but they can't find themselves in the database.
All right, the first drawing for the Colorado Comeback Cash is tomorrow, so that means you have to be in the database by midnight to be eligible to win.
Denver7's Liz Gilardi begins our coverage tonight, pushing CDPHE for answers.
Time is running out before the big drawing.
All right, now for your winning Powerball number.
No, not that one. We're talking about the state's vaccine lottery, also known as Colorado Comeback Cash.
That's right. You could win $1 million, and you might already be entered. Anybody who got the vaccine in Colorado or who gets the vaccine will be an automatic participant.
You need to be in the state's database by midnight to be eligible. Consider it your shot or ticket to winning $1 million.
I believe in vaccines. They work.
But you also like $1 million.
Of course.
Carl Bowles, his wife, and 2 kids are all vaccinated, but he reached out to us after he couldn't find any of their records online.
It'd be always nice to have a chance. You don't get a chance if you don't play.
CDPHE says they're hearing from thousands of people who can't find their records online, but wanted to offer this reassurance.
It does not mean that they're not in the database. So a lot of data elements have to match exactly 100% to be able to find your own record through that portal.
It has to be exact. So if I type in Liz instead of Elizabeth, my full name, my record probably won't show up. On top of that, some providers aren't submitting cell phone numbers or email addresses. So again, if you type that in, your record might not show up.
That's right. You could win $1 million, and you might already be entered.
And if you can't find your information, don't panic. Chances are you're probably entered. But Carl wants to make sure because he's already making plans for that $1 million prize.
Well, my kids are still going to college, so that'd probably take up a good chunk. Maybe go to Hawaii for a vacation. I don't know.
Liz Gilardi, Denver7.
All right, so let's go in depth on how tomorrow's going to work exactly. CDPHE is going to pull all the eligible people from the state database and then randomly assign them a number. Numbers will then go through a program which will then randomly select a winner and a few alternates just in case the winner is unable to claim the prize. The first winner will be announced this Friday, 5 p.m. Again, you have to be a resident of Colorado to be eligible for the $1 million. Also, only those 18 and older can win. Plus, the rules state that you have to agree to possibly go public if you win. If not, that prize could be passed back to the alternate pick.
At least the incentive still seems to be working. Since the governor announced the program last week, daily vaccine numbers nearly doubled. And that trend slowed down a bit over the long weekend, but today numbers are back up again. Today, nearly 9,000 Coloradans received at least 1 dose, and that's up from about 4,000 or so that we were seeing before the incentive was announced. 2 shifts at the JBS meatpacking plant in Greeley were called off today as the company works to restore its systems after a cybersecurity attack. JBS is the world's largest meat supplier, and the Greeley location is the largest beef plant for JBS. Now, the White House is saying the attack came from a criminal organization, likely based in Russia. We did reach out to JBS for a statement and about the canceled shifts and the widespread effects, and we will have much more on that coming up tonight on Denver7 News at 6. A 10-year-old boy's life gone in an instant.
He was killed over the weekend in Brighton in a deadly DUI crash, and police say the person driving was his mother.
Denver7's Patrick Perez is now speaking with the boy's father, who's now planning a funeral for his son.
That's a beautiful picture of him.
His smile could light up a room.
Yeah.
No joke. It was so beautiful.
This was 10-year-old Gavin Cecile, the victim of a deadly crash in Brighton Saturday night. At the wheel, his own mother.
Man, it broke my heart. It destroyed me. I haven't been able to sleep since the day he passed.
Gavin's biological father, Joseph Martinez, was sleeping early Sunday morning when he got the news his son died.
I think that's one of the most horrific phone calls I've ever had in my life.
Police say Gavin's mother, Karina Cecile, was driving on I-76 when she lost control of the car, causing it to roll over. Gavin died at the hospital. Karina, her other son, and an unidentified man all had minor injuries. According to an affidavit, she admitted to police she drank 4 hours before the crash and she failed a field sobriety test.
She's a grown woman. She's not a child. He was a child, and he's the one that paid the cost. Our child paid the cost for her mistakes.
Joseph's relationship with Gavin's mother has been a complicated one, but he never let that get in the way of loving his son.
He was a beautiful soul and brought happiness and light into everybody's life that he touched.
He says he last saw Gavin about 2 years ago. He just wishes he had more time.
And I always thought I had time to make it up to him, to fix things, I tried so hard in so many different situations. And
Gavin was a student at Southeast Elementary School. Counselors were there Tuesday morning to comfort students.
You could look at him and just fall in love with him.
Sherry Vallejos is Gavin's aunt. She had a closer relationship with him and his mother.
And his hugs, my gosh, his hugs were so amazing. No matter what you were going through, man, that kid could just take it away in a hug. Sorry.
Both Joseph and Sherry, along with Gavin's other family members, are now focused on planning his funeral. Meanwhile, Karina faces a judge again on Thursday. In Brighton, Patrick Perez, Denver7.
The food trucks are back at Civic Center Park.
We are thrilled to kind of signal back to the community that Civic Center Park is open. Civic Center Eats is here.
Plus, you can now grab a bite for both lunch and dinner. And barbecue, beers, bands, bowling, what could be better?
So excited to be back. They're excited to eat again.
We're giving you a unique perspective on a South Broadway restaurant that's finally back open for business.
We made it. We're still here.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms making their way across the Front Range as we head through the rest of the afternoon, but we are going to see warmer weather headed our way. I'll show you the 7-day forecast in a few minutes.